When is Bernie going to endorse her? When is he going to work to defeat Donald Trump? When? She was asked this past week, I guess last Wednesday or Thursday, during a CBS morning interview, why he hasn't yet endorsed Clinton. And Sanders said, quote, because I haven't heard her say the things I need to hear said, end quote. I don't know how to relate that to that, because Sanders is Sanders, Clinton is Clinton, and she's not going to say the things he needs to hear said. She's not going to do it. It just, we know this. You and I know this, and surely to God, Sanders knows it, doesn't he? It's assumed that he's going to endorse her anyway, so why should she let Sanders hear, quote, the things I need to hear, end quote. This is not good. Trump is falling apart like the piece of shit that he really is. So it raises the question, why should Clinton concede anything other than what she's already conceded? You know, this is a woman that said that TPP was the gold standard, and now she's against it, among other things. And she's against it because it was an issue that Sanders was pushing and pushing and pushing. Last Wednesday, she said she was going to give a major economic speech. And I listened to part of it, not live. No. But, some of the bits online. And there was nothing new. There really... nothing new. It's just her restating her policy positions about economics. There's no new there. And the New York Times, in reviewing it, said, quote, the speech framed her place in the race as being the candidate who understands the populist discontent but will react to it with practicality, end quote. Well, populism and practicality. Now, there's an oil and water mix if ever one existed, right? Progressivism, by definition, is not practical when you're living in a society that sees unbridled capitalism as the norm. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Along comes progressive socialism or progressivism itself. How do you apply practicality to populist discontent? Well, Clinton is a magician. She will certainly do that, right? Now, the strategy for Mrs. Clinton, I think, is pretty dangerous for her, because Trump, you don't know about the asshole, you really don't. I mean, he is so undefinable and uncontrollable, and doesn't know shit what he's talking about, which makes him a good candidate for the assholes, millions of them in this country. But he could come bouncing back at any second. And that's when Clinton is going to desperately need as many Sanders supporters as she can gather under her wings. And in order to do that, she's going to need a strong endorsement from Sanders. I mean, really strong. Sanders is going to have to tell his followers, look, this is a death battle. This is a cage match. As much as I don't want to say this, my Bernie bros, This is what he'll say. We have got to support Mrs. Clinton. And in order for him to do that, he has got to hear from Clinton assurances or affirmations or reaffirmations about her incorporating into her presidency the ideas that Bernie Sanders has been busting his ass to get out to the public over the past year. Year plus. Well, as you know, there's the Elizabeth Warren, Hillary Clinton roadshow. Figure that one out, Truth Seeker. So, anyway, Robert Reich put it on his Facebook page, I think Sunday. He says this whole thing is a cautious strategy, but a dangerous one for Hillary. He wrote, quote, "After all, Trump could bounce back and her support could begin to erode. If she campaigns only on the fact that she's experienced and competent and not Donald Trump, and the public doesn't know what she stands for, that allows the Republicans to paint her any way they wish." This is what Republicans do. So Reich concludes his Facebook post the other day. He says, she needs a bold vision and a big idea proportional to the scale of the large economic problems most Americans face. I, frankly, don't think she has it in her. Do you? I really don't. You know, this is, I've realized people can change their political attitudes. I mean, I realize that intellectually. I don't realize it on a gut level because I've never been anything but a liberal. And progressive liberal at that. From my first political awarenessness to the present moment. Hillary started out, you'll remember, as a Goldwater girl. Okay. Jesus Christ, Malloy. You're talking 50 years ago. I know. I understand. But what's that stuff about a tiger can't change its stripes and all this other bullshit, right? Well, anyway, we'll see, won't we? And we should probably see before this week is up what Sanders is going to recommend to his supporters, all those millions of people who heard what he had to say and realized that finally there was a politician, because he is a politician, who had their interests, our interests at heart, who was honorable and who spoke the truth. So we started following him and supporting him. Not like sheep, but following him in order to give him support.